we're back with another fun challenge here at Universal Studios. We have only 3 hours in the park.
Bloody hell!
So we're gonna see exactly what we can accomplish with only 3 hours. We're gonna start with the upper lot and see how much we can get done. This is to help anyone who maybe only has a couple hours to spare here, whether you're visiting from out of town or you just wanted to pass through really quickly. We're gonna check out all of the rides that we can get on to see exactly, again, how much you can accomplish with only 3 hours in the park. Let's roll it. So it is currently 11:17 a.m. on a Monday, and we're gonna see in 3 hours time, so that's 2:17 p.m., exactly how many rides and food and enjoyable things we can accomplish while here at the park. And it looks like we have a friend joining us, also checking the time, Sergeant Jabroni. What do you got for us today?
Well, I'm going to see in 3 hours time by 2:17 how many donuts I can eat.
Oh,
but
that's the big ones, right? From Lard Lads? Oh, they're amazing.
It's a cliche, but it's true.
Hey, I don't judge. We appreciate a good donut over here in Atlanta, you too.
Thank you for coming to visit us.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sergeant. Have a great one. So that was Sergeant Jabroni with his amazing 3-hour plan of eating donuts. I mean, I don't blame him. I love donuts myself, so I can totally understand how that could be someone's itinerary for the day. So looking at the wait times really quickly for today, we have Secret Life of Pets at no wait, which is amazing. Secret Life of Pets usually has a pretty long wait time. Kung Fu Panda at 10, Studio Tour at 10, Revenge of the Mummy at 25 minutes, Flight of the Hippogriff also at 25, Despicable Me 30 for Harry Potter and the Ollivanders Experience, and we have 40 minutes for Jurassic World, 45 for Transformers, and 50 minutes for Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, and 55 for the Simpsons ride. So the Simpsons ride has the longest wait right now. I really wish that one had a single rider queue. So again, if you are someone who's here with a limited amount of time, I would probably skip the Simpsons ride because there's no dedicated single rider queue, and you're going to use up basically a third of your time just waiting to jump on the ride. So considering the wait times we have for today and what's really popular and what usually has not too long of a wait, we're going to jump on the Studio Tour. The Studio Tour typically has anywhere from 30 to a 75-minute wait at the peak of the day. So the fact that right now it's only 10 minutes means we'll get on and off relatively quickly. So we're going to take advantage of the low wait time for right now. So as you can see, approaching the archway here, the Studio Tour still listed at a wait time of 10 minutes, which I love because again, it can get pretty long. So we're gonna make our way down. We are entering the queue now, and it looks pretty great. It looks like it's moving pretty quickly, so that is great. Studio Tour is one of the rides because it doesn't have a single rider queue. I would recommend knocking it out early on your visit, and again, especially if you're working with a limited time frame like we are today, you want to make it one of the first rides you do. Also keeping in mind, this ride is anywhere from 45 minutes to 1 hour, so it does eat up a chunk of your time, but I think it is well worth it. So we just grabbed our glasses, 11:25. I don't think it'll take a full 10 minutes to get up to the front boarding area, but as we whip around this last area, we'll see. All right, we just got to our start to wait to board, and it's 11:27, so 2 whole minutes have passed. Sometimes there is a bit of a wait as we prepare for the next tram to pull up, so we'll see if that is what takes up a little bit of time, but we move through the queue relatively quickly. It was pretty much a walk on to the loading area. And the tram is now pulling up for us to board. It is 11:28, so great timing. So a grand total of 3 minutes to get on the ride, so not quite 10, but 3 minutes, I'll take it.
Tonight, have a great rest of your day. We'll be pulling up to our unload area in just a moment.
All right, so we just jumped off of the Studio Tour, and it is 12:27, so just under 50 minutes for the entire Studio Tour, which means we have about 2 hours left to enjoy a couple more things here at the park. Now, if you have visited the park before and gone on the Studio Tour, I would say you can go ahead and skip it, especially this time of year. A couple of the rides and attractions are down for either refurbishment or due to the number of productions currently filming on the back lot. So you're not going to see everything you typically would in the spring and summer, for example. So again, if you're like us today with only 3 hours to spare and you've already seen the Studio Tour, you can definitely go ahead and skip it and probably go enjoy a couple more rides within that hour-long time frame. If not though, I do highly recommend the Studio Tour. Even though there are some things that are down, it is a great way to experience what a working studio lot is like and see some really fun, cool, unique attractions. Now, with our hour and 45 minutes or so remaining, we're going to prioritize some of the more popular rides here at the park. Those will include Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, and Revenge of the Mummy. Those three tend to get really, really high wait times here at the park. And they also have dedicated single rider lines, so we can jump past the long queue, hopefully skip all of the wait times and bring that down to maybe 5-10 minutes tops. And if there's time permitting, have one more ride. It would be great if they had Jurassic World, although that single rider queue has not been open for the past couple months. But we're going to try it out and see. All right, so it is 12:31, so it took us about 3 minutes to walk up from the studio tour and make our way into Hogsmeade. We are going to drop off our backpack in one of the lockers and head into the ride. All right, it is 12:45. We are done with the ride. We've gotten our backpack out of the locker, so now we're going to make our way out of Hogsmeade and towards the lower lot so that we can enjoy at least a couple more rides. We have exactly an hour and a half left in order to enjoy a couple more things here at Universal Studios. So we're going to see how much we can get done downstairs. Now, I did take the first set of escalators down to head towards the lower lot. However, there is a little bit of a trick to get down a little bit faster. You can take the staircase on the left-hand side. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it takes a full 8 minutes to ride the escalators all the way down. So again, if you're trying to save some time, you can always take the staircase on the left to walk down a little bit faster than how the escalators are going. But if you choose to do so, please remember, do not run, do not jump, and walk down as safely as possible. All right, we made our way down to the lower lot. It is 12:53. So it took us a couple minutes to make our way all the way down. So we're gonna put our belongings into the lockers and then jump on the single rider queue and see how long that takes. That one can be hit or miss. Right now the regular queue is at a 45-minute wait. So hopefully it moves a bit faster than that. Sometimes single rider moves as quickly as regular queue. So let's take a look and see if we're in luck. So unfortunately, the Mummy ride took a very, very long time. It is now 1:29 p.m. I'm gonna check the wait times for everything that's going on right now, see if there are any around the 5 or 10 minute mark. Unfortunately, this was just one of those times where the Mummy single rider queue was just not moving people as quickly as one would typically hope. All right, so looking at the app now, it's now 1:31. We only have Kung Fu Panda at 10 minutes and then the Ollivander's Experience at 15 minutes. Everything else right now is 30 minutes or more. So you would either benefit from jumping on the single rider queue for one of these rides that do have it available and open, or just sticking to Kung Fu Panda and or heading over for the Ollivander's Experience to finish up your day. Since we did some really big attractions so far, like Revenge of the Mummy, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, and the studio tour, I think we're going to round out today by going to something a little bit more family friendly. All right, so we made it to the top of the escalators and we're heading down New York Street to make our way towards one of the rides with the lowest wait time. It is now 1:45. The escalators did eat up quite a chunk of time, but that's okay. We have half an hour left of our 3-hour challenge. Let's see if we can enjoy Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda Adventure is a theater experience with simulation seats, so it kind of feels like a ride in that the seats move and vibrate, and there are a few 4D effects throughout the show. However, it is not your standard ride, so you'll not be sitting in a car or vehicle of some sort to be jostled around or going up and down on any kind of track. All right, so there was practically no wait in the queue outside at all. We were walking right on in. It's 1:47. The show itself is roughly 5 minutes long, so not too long, but I will say there is amazing AC in here.
Hi, this is Skipper. Welcome to the show, Iron Man. There's plenty of seats for everyone, so no need to push and shove.
All right, it is 1:53 p.m. and the show's about to start. All right, and it is 2 o'clock on the dot, which means we have 17 minutes left in our 3-hour challenge, at which I would say now's a great time, if you haven't yet, to grab something from the quick service stations to eat or drink after a successful day. So that was a great way to spend the 3 hours here at Universal Studios Hollywood. There was a little bit of a bump in our plan with the extended wait time in the single rider queue for Revenge of the Mummy. However, we still accomplished quite a lot. We We were able to ride Revenge of the Mummy, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey, and jump on the studio tour. I think we accomplished quite a few great things here at the park today within only 3 hours, and then rounded off with a nice little entertaining moment with Kung Fu Panda Adventure here at the DreamWorks Theater. So again, I think this is a really, really nice day. If you only have 3 hours to spend, of course you want to maximize things as much as possible, but definitely go at your own pace. If you want to do a more leisurely 3 hours, you definitely don't have to do as many attractions or things as we did today. You can walk around more, maybe spend more time checking out some of the food service stalls or doing some shopping along City Walk and or the Universal stores here within the park. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!